put two on there.
You can't pick it the other one and just throw this finish.
Just, I didn't mention this before.
You don't really need two for the hood. Yeah, it's good.
I didn't mention this before, but every car I work on, you end up on YouTube.
Take that one down. Oh, yeah, yeah. Take that one, I'm going to use that one to throw on it down. Just throw that one to the side.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to lay on in the garage.
Yeah. I get them things up at with the car.
Let me start recording again. All right, go ahead.
This is this is the fuel relay, so you ain't got to mess with none of this.
Okay.
This is the relay for the nitrous and everything. Okay. Then I got my converter. I got my
Retarded.
No, the rent box. What do they call you? You know, for the nitrous.
For the nitrous, yeah.
You know, this the
progressive.
Huh?
This the progressive?
Yeah,
right
the progressive. Okay. This is the progressive box.
All right.
So this is wired through here. See right here? This is wired into here too. You know how you did.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about.
All right, good. Okay.
This the progressive box is wired into here for the.
Because I'm gonna probably tap into that for the. I may just tap right at the nitrous solenoid.
Now see, the thing is, if
I have to see how your wires running.
You didn't have to use that.
No,
board.
that board is fine.
Because this is the box I put in for, and this is the relay for the nitrous.
Okay.
This is.
Can I label that?
Do you
mind if I label?
For the nitrous. This is the relay basically for the, for the progressive box.
Okay.
Because it's kind of the built-in.
Right.
They call it like that.
Mm-hmm.
So this is that. Then you got your everything right here. I got all the wires right here to the night. These the ground wires. Everything. And then you got your pots and one of the wires that they saying run to that box in there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Where right now it's probably ran to this, to the relay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you're still gonna need your relay in there anyway.
This relay.
Because you don't want your load be carried by the switch. You want it to be carried by a relay. But I'll look at it when I get more
I'm
into
just
it.
basically letting you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
No. I just gonna leave this for Wallace.
Okay.
You know what you're doing. I just wanted to tell you how I got it laid out.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, and I got of course I got it ran here, and then I got it going into the car down here.
Okay.
And you know what you're doing on that.
Monster motor.
Ain't nothing monster about that. Little beef, that's little beef.
All right. Yeah, thanks for rolling that down. Yeah. So this the next victim.
Come on now, let's see that out there. See that board out there?
So for those of y'all that are familiar with the CVA Lil Boy shootout, this car you probably recognize. This is Vince McFarley. How you pronounce your last name?
McFarley.
McFarley?
McFarley.
Okay. So this is Vince McFarley. Car. Part of the CVA Lil Boyz. Y'all done see me cover that event. So we're gonna get his nitrous working correctly. He was having an issue. He didn't realize that his nitrous was even when he was on the trans brake, it was on. So we're gonna put an interrupter in there, and we're also gonna put retard box, so that way he doesn't have to just set it just for nitrous. So that's what we're doing to this today. Okay, so again, what we're doing to Vince's car is we're hooking up this retard box. It's called a start and step. So we're hooking that up, and we're also hooking up this is from Leash Electronics. It's basically to stop the trans brake to stop the nitrous from coming on with the trans brake. Now you can do it with a relay also, like I did in the Jugaboo, But this is a really nice little box here. It's got 2 lights. Well, I guess that's lights. It's got a couple of lights on it. We'll see what those lights do. I'm sure they indicate something when I guess it lets you know when you're on the brake and all that stuff. So we'll hook it up and we'll see exactly how it works. Doesn't look too difficult to hook up, especially when you got the instructions. So we're gonna work on that and go from there. And by the way, Vince made it a little easy for me. He ran the wire to the main cutoff switch. He ran these wires. He said one of them is going to the main cutoff switch, and the other one is going to his air shifter. He put his air shifter in and everything. That's a pretty shifter. I like those shifters. So, like I said, we'll hook everything else up and go from there. Let me correct myself also. I said he ran the wire to the cutoff switch. My apologies. He ran the wire up toward the battery, and I was gonna hook it to his cutoff switch. Let me back up. He ran the wire up to the battery, up to about, he didn't connect it because I guess he wanted to let me connect it, but he ran the wire up to the battery. I was gonna run it to the cutoff switch, but his progressive and everything else is going straight to the battery, so I figured, you know, you don't really need to hook it to the cutoff switch because everything else is running off it. But the cutoff switch still cuts off everything else, so we should be good. Hey, did you just sneak in our trailer and not hit that like button? You already in here. Hit the like button. Also subscribe. And while you're at it, leave us a comment. We would like to get so many that we can't even read them, but be respectful. But like I said, you're in here. Hit the like button. You like our content? Hit the subscribe button. I'm watching you. Watching us. All right, so I got Vincent's car all done. He should be here in a little bit so we can check everything, make sure everything works. It was kind of hard for me to check everything by myself, so we'll check everything and make sure everything works. I know that the interrupter works, but I want to make sure that the retard works. It seemed to be working, but to keep the RPMs up and, you know, keep the RPMs up and hit the wide open throttle switch and look at the timing light. That was kind of hard to try to do, so I basically was at an idle, or I turned the idle screw up more and was able to check it that way, but it also was pushing gas through because he has one fuel pump that runs both systems. He has one big fuel pump. See, on the Jugaboo, I have 2 fuel pumps, so I can actually check it and it won't bog down. But by I'm only having one fuel pump, it pumps fuel. So I wasn't able to check it by myself and be confident. So anyway, like I said, this box here, this interrupter box, I didn't use. He just said leave it there. I did add that fusible link in there because he's gonna take that out and take that box out and put a stud in there at some point. He actually wants to sell this interrupter. Nothing wrong with it. It was just easier for me to tap right into his existing relay under the hood here. As you can see, I labeled it as Nitrous interrupter, so it was just easier to use that So that's what I did. And here's the retard box. So it has, let me zoom down, and then so it has a start retard. I got that at 15 just to get it to start, and I don't know if that'll help or not. It seemed to start when I tried it, seemed to start better, but I had already started it up, so I don't know if it was just because I had already started it up. And then it has the step retard, which we got that set at 12. Just we playing it safe and see what happens with that. So he'll be here in a few moments. All right, it came in, now it's going.
Getting ready to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, if I come down, then can I get your job? I'm gonna be in the cage. I'll be like, okay. You're just
the house. Straight back, straight back, straight, straight. Straighten up. All right, now turn. All right, stay close to the truck. Hold up. I don't want you to get all muddy. Yeah, get close. There you go. All right, straight. Get over. Why you turning so much? Stop turning so much. You a straight driver, not going around the curves. Yeah, let me make sure ain't nothing coming. All right, come on back. I can't see the other side. Yeah, you good. I guess you done this before. Well, that's good. Dang, you done definitely done this before. You like this far away from the winch.
I can come back a little bit. Do I need to come back a little bit? Right.
I would, so if it's rocking.
Okay.
Shoot, actually, just there you go. You good.
Okay, all right, yeah. All right, thanks for calling.